Good Tuesday morning. How are we today? Well, I'm doing good. That's unclear. I am in Columbus, Ohio. And we are pulling out of the terminal. Yesterday, sorry I didn't get any footage of yesterday. If you didn't catch it, I did do a live stream, so go back. I do have it marked truck repairs, so yeah. Is it open? Nope, I gotta go out the entrance. I can't even go out that way, period. Alright. 501. So, I'm not going to go into full detail, but yeah, long story short, I had to have the right stock switch, which is basically my shifter lever, replaced because it was going bad, and I still had a coolant leak, and you know, Freightliner's like, oh no, you don't have a leak, you don't have a leak. And I'm like, bullshit, it's fucking leaking. Well, they never told me that they found it. They just, alright, we're just going to replace the hoses. Well, come to find out, they found the leak and replaced 2 hoses apparently, according to the work order. So yeah, so not only did I get 1 hose fixed, but I got 2 hoses fixed. So hopefully that permanently fixes the problem, and I don't have to worry about the coolant leak anymore. But on the downside, it did take me out of work for an entire week. So, we will see. I've got 1,200 and something miles in trips stacked up. I'm on the first one still. And I'm going to go up and deliver in... Whoa! Really, you dumb fuck? Fucking cars, I tell ya. Yeah, and he wanted to go, you know, over that way. Yeah, you're a fucking retard, dude. And this is why accidents happen, because fucking retards like that try to cut people off like me. You know, and you got it live on video. Well, I wouldn't say live, but at least on this video. There's one of those new ugly Peterbilts. Yeah, I say it's ugly, but you know what? I'm probably going to end up with one myself. Hypocrite, I know. Unless I could find a good deal on a used Peterbilt, $389 or something, that's, you know, I could swap the engine out or something, and transmission. I mean, I've got to go. I'm not waiting. So yeah, so while we was at home, I went ahead and bought my refrigerator, and then I also ordered the parts for the truck, you know, from Freightliner. So those both came in while I was at home, and also while I was at home, I ordered the refrigerator. It came in like Tuesday, and then when I dropped the truck off, I ordered all the parts for the mini fridge base conversion, you know, because I'm going to rip out the cabinet and the refrigerator and put in a Insignia. And so I ordered all that, probably about $800-900, you know. I mean, man, maybe a little less than that, because the most expensive part was the Freightliner, you know, ordering all that shit from Freightliner. Well, the refrigerator was only like $189. It was $2 something on the app, but when I ordered it at the store, it was like $189 on the app. I'm like, well, shit. I mean, that, you know, that works out. I kind of wanted to see it in person, but they didn't have any in stock, and so I just went ahead and ordered it. But I do want to give a shout out to Clutch Trucker channel, because it was his video that I seen the insignia, and I liked it, and I seen that it was able to fit inside the cat, you know, where that goes. So that's why I got it, because it's bigger, and you know, I'm tired of being crawling around on the floor trying to get in my refrigerator, so screw that. So yeah. In other headlines, I got my dog a bark collar, and he don't like it. He hates it. He started to bark at the spotter driver, and I don't think he had a good contact, so it didn't give him a full charge. Well, so I got what they call the sport dog bark collar, and I've got it on temperament learning. So it started, you know, they all start off at the lowest dose and stuff, and you know, some might jump up higher, some might jump up lower. But I got mine. I don't really want to. I just want to correct the barking. So I think the temperament thing, you know, will work. So so when he barks, it's going to be the lowest shock possible. And then if he barks again, it goes up gradually. And boy, did it take one full zap, and he learned real quick to shut his little trap. And so he barked twice. Once, I don't think he got the full dose, because he kind of yelped a little bit, but not really. The second time he barked, and I mean, he let out a yelp. I mean, it zapped him. So, with that being said, it works. So, and he hasn't tried to bark yet. So, the biggest test is going to be when we show up to Tractor Supply or a truck stop, and he wants to bark his little brains out, and he can't. I don't mind them barking if they're like right next to us, but the annoying part is I don't want them really barking when people are like walking across the parking lot. I have no interest in coming to my truck. I just think that's a waste of, I mean, he's going to bark himself worse. So the idea is to curtail the barking and to curtail it at shippers and receivers. That way I can actually hear them talking. So, yeah. But other than that, I didn't really make any videos because I was on home time with the truck being down. And, but it did sound like they did fix my coolant leak. And, yeah. And now we are just on our way to Navarre, Ohio to deliver this. So, that's pretty much what I'm up to. You know, like I said, I'm starting my day in Columbus, Ohio at our terminal, and, you know, I'm getting on the interstate now. I mean, yeah. And I'm just going to take this around to 71. I'm probably going to stop in Sunbury or something, Ohio. It's the pile of Flying J north of town. Probably grab me maybe some Cinnabon, something to drink or something up there. And then once we deliver, we're going to head over to Newark, Ohio to reload it for Atlanta, Georgia. And then probably tomorrow I'll call Justin, my dispatcher, not my brother, but my dispatcher. And we'll see about getting us a load out of Atlanta to maybe, I don't know, maybe Texas. If they got something going to Texas, that'd be kind of cool. You know, I mean, just just kind of bounce around in the Midwest, Midwest, kind of, that way we stay out of the Northeast, off the eastern seaboard with that snowstorm and shit. So, but yep, but other than that, we'll see you in Navarre, Ohio. Yeah, I've been there. I wouldn't, Frankie. He's, like that, and like he's wanting to bark. It might. It did earlier. I think he had a real low growl, like he's getting ready to, or do his little breath. It's hilarious because he does his breath as well. And dude, I can't wait on you guys. And all of a sudden you hear him yelp. Like I just told him, I was like, I wouldn't do that, Frankie. And I made sure it's not tight really, but just tight enough to hold it in place. So I stuck my finger under his collar. So it's not like even restricting him at all, it's just on, It still works, trust me. He found out real quick it works very well. Spray? I don't know. I just, the one I got it on temperament mode. So if he starts to bark, it'll do a very low setting, and then if he barks again less than 30 seconds, it goes up a notch. Needless to say, I think he realizes that, he did it. I don't think he got a full shock the first time, but the second time he barked, it lit him up. holding off the line. They got them spaceship fucking Volvos as day cabs too. Them things are just fucking ugly. Never seen a spaceship day cab, but that is definitely a spaceship day cab. It's not a Tesla, it's a Volvo. It's that new Volvo, but it looks like a fucking spaceship. Them Tesla, I don't think Tesla's got a sleeper in them. I think they're just, that's all they are, is a fucking day cab. Yeah, what'd she say? At least she's being cordial about it. Are you still on that TRICARE, or are you not on that anymore? Okay, I didn't know how that worked, you know, and shit, since you were in the Navy and shit, so. Oh, is it? TruckingWithTheHook has his fucking insurance. Okay. Yeah, he wanted to bark. Get out from under my feet. Oh shit. Frankie, all you gotta do is shut up. Like I said, it's not it's not on him very tight either. Like, I barely got it on him and it's still zapping the shit out of him. No, it's not. It's really not, but he jumped on that one. I think he forgets that it's there, or it forgets, you know, the shock, and then he goes to bark. He's trying to do what he normally does. And this is why I bought it, is so he doesn't bark while I'm doing my business. But he jumped on that one. Frankie, get up in your seat, Frankie. I mean, we're in full agreement, because he was like, damn, Frank, shut up. He doesn't even want to bark. Well, I think the vets thinks it seems to be like an anxiety thing, since he views this as his home. And his home's always moving, you know. He's like, the vet's saying he might have anxiety of where we stop and stuff. Well, I've got some of those too, as well. So, I tried to give him one earlier and he didn't want to take it, so... Everything situated, so you're just gonna have to hang on a minute. got what you need. Just leaving my receiver. So, got Frankie's shock collar on. He's learning how not to bark. Every time he barks, he gets zapped. There is no warnings on it. It's straight zap, Justin. It's a bark collar. There's no buttons to push or anything. It does it automatically. So yeah, I have no control over it except to what set, you know. So there's different settings on it, and I got it right now to temperament. So if he barks, it zaps him. If he does not bark again within 30 seconds, it resets to the lowest level. If he barks more than 30 seconds, it goes up to the next level. And so on and so forth. So yeah. But if he only barks once, he'll never go over the lowest level. Yeah. He tries to escape, but he goes straight for that door, you know, the minute it opens. So I gotta, you know, make sure. So, but yeah, I make sure he, you know, and so he tried to bark once coming in and zapped him. If he even growls, it'll zap him. It's based off of vibration, I guess. But when we stop, I'll take it off him, you know, for the day and stuff. So. But I got a treat out for him, and I told him if PetSmart. When I was at home, not this last weekend, but I've had it for about almost a week. Fell through. No. Yeah, I'm going over here to pick up a load going down to Atlanta, Georgia for Thursday morning, and then I don't know what I'm doing after that. I want to see if I can't get a load maybe going towards Texas or something like that, you know. That way I kind of do a triangle and shit. Oh yeah. Okay. So, alright. You can talk to him. Alright, bye. you sound like I'm on my end, Jerry. You just sound all distorted, and it's not clean at all. Not on my end, he's not. I'll try. Call, run. That's way better. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I called Jerry and it just, I could barely hear him. See me, Adam, on my line? I could actually hear it and stuff. I don't know why. I mean, Jerry must be in a bad area or something, because I just could not hear him at all. Yeah. I've got full signal and everything, so I don't know. I mean, it wasn't so much that, it was like you weren't really wearing a headset. I don't know, it was just weird. It's just like, I could hit right. Oh, that's retarded. Really, I don't see how that is, because I've had 3 or 4 people on my line out there before without a problem, so, you know. Well, obviously. I've just never had a problem with it on that end. Good evening. Well, we are in Kentucky from Ohio. We delivered our load at Tractor Supply in Navarre, Ohio. Then we bebopped over to Newark, Ohio, to Owens Corning, loaded there, and now we're headed to Atlanta, Georgia. So this load we loaded, it's insulation, it's about 16,000 pounds, not bad. So with the last trip and this trip, it's a little over 1,200 miles. So that I roughly made about $2,000 so far. Not bad. Get a couple more trips in and I'll be doing a lot better. Hopefully recoup from my breakdown. If you notice Frankie right there, he's not as rambunctious as he normally is, or talkative. I got him a shock collar. And Now, before y'all get butthurt about it, it's a training collar. So it's got some different modes, and I want him to... So the idea is I don't want him to bark when we go to shippers and receivers. That way I can hear what they're saying at the gate. I don't care if he barks if people's right next to the truck. But this dog, he constantly barks and barks. So I put it on temperament mode, so it's you know, like a little pinch, I guess, you know, or like a static shock, and he does not like it, but he learned real quick to shut up. I only had to have it on him for like half the day, and all I gotta do is kind of say shock collar, and he kind of quiets down a little bit. He still barks, but not as bad. So we're gonna experiment tomorrow. As long as he doesn't go too nuts, I'll probably leave it off of him. Probably just one day could be enough for him to learn. So, but I did give him treats. I gave him lots of pettings and little huggies and said, I still love you, you're my puggy. But he needed this correction. So with that being said, we did about, my curtain's in the way, 403 miles a day. We could have gotten a little further down the road, but it's just like, why? I can't deliver till 10 a.m. on Thursday. I got plenty of time. I'm only like 7.5 hours out. I'm not going to go all the way down there in one shot. I'm probably going to go down to Marietta and park at the terminal down there and stuff. But, so... Crete sent a message out right before I came back on the road, or got the truck out of the shop, saying all hands on deck. We got so much freight, we need your help. So if that's the case, I should be making well over 2,000 miles a week. No ifs, ands, or buts. So we'll see. But yeah, with that said, we should be home around the 13th. Back out on the road on the 16th. We're probably going to be real short that next week because I'm going to Matt's. So, Mid-America Truck Show is the 26th, 27th, and 28th of March. I'll be there the entire time. And we are planning on meeting up with FSC Trucking. We're going to meet up with ODI to go talk to some recruiters, you know, like for Mercer and Landstar and stuff. And no, I don't plan on leaving Crete anytime soon, but I do say if I can get a better rate, I might possibly leave. I mean, don't get me wrong, Crete's a good company, but they don't really pay the greatest. And if this freight keeps climbing like they say, I want to get top dollar for what I do. And I'm sorry, Crete just doesn't have it. They've got freight, yes. And that's, I've got a way, but, with that being said, I don't, like I said, I can't go anywhere until the truck's paid off. So even if I wanted to leave, I can't. So that's the other downfall. But as long as I push it into what I want, I could probably be home every other weekend, run national, and have the job I want, really. But with that being said, I do enjoy what I do. But as an owner-operator, I'm always looking to make more money. And if, my youngest brother, I mean, shit, he's pulling loads 10,000, 8,000, multiple stops. Unfortunately, I'm not making what he's, it's like, maybe I got to reevaluate what I'm making. So, but you got to do that as a business owner. So, but yeah, we're here at the Kentucky Scale just south of Cincinnati. So we got to stop in Georgetown in the morning, get fuel, and then after that, I'm going to try to be done by 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So, but with that being said, it's getting kind of late, so I am going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, hit that like button and notification bell. And if you need a job, please contact Crete Carrier. Tell them Rich sent you, truck 4220 HORRI. And we got freight. If you need a job, they're an awesome company, driver, company. So give us a call. But owner operators, if if you're in a tight spot and need a better job, call Crete. But with that being said, we'll see you later, and I will talk to you in the morning. Have a good night.